wonderful day. How is everybody doing on this wonderful day? Now, hopefully you're doing well. If not, hopefully it gets better. God bless to each and every one of y'all. It's a little windy, so hopefully you hear me correctly. You hear me better, good, I mean. And if not, I apologize. Now, God is good, God is good, God is good, God is good, God is love. And yes, I'm your host, Mike Sports Vibes. We go live for Sixer games and Phillies games on this channel. I'm just getting my steps in right now. That's why it's kind of windy. I'm outside. But yeah, the Sixers lost a tough one against the Miami Heat last night. I think the final score was like 119 to 109 or something like that. I think it was 119 to 109. And Tyler Hero cooked us in the fourth quarter. Yeah, man. We took a bad L. We could have definitely won that game. But at the end of the day, right, this is all that matters. From this point on, it's time to show up when it counts the most. The third quarters have to be better. The fourth quarter has to be better. We have enough talent to compete with everybody. But just because it looks good on paper, we have to show up on that basketball court every single day, every single night, until it's official that we are in the playoffs. And even when it's official when we get into the playoffs, we have to show up in the playoffs and make a statement every single game. I'm trying to figure out our next game. I think is against the Wizards. I know we got the Rockets. I know we got the Spurs. I know we got the Timberwolves. There's a couple other games. I know we got like 7 games left. My prediction is that we'll win 5 games, 5 out of 7, and we will get to the playoffs. Now, I don't think 5 wins is going to be enough to get to the 5th seed, though. I'm not really sure. We'll see. But we might mess around and be a play-in team. But regardless, we will make the playoffs. I believe in this team. We have enough talent to compete. Sorry about the wind. It's a little windy out here, but I got to talk about the Philadelphia 76ers right now. It's on my mind, y'all. It's on my mind. I got to talk that talk. Now, let's talk about the play-in tournament. Say we are a play-in team and we're the 8th or 7th seed, and we go against the Boston Celtics or the Pistons. To be honest with you, I'm going to keep it real with you. I'd rather go against the Pistons than the Celtics in the first round. Not saying that I'm scared of the Celtics, but I don't want to go against the Celtics in the first round. But then again, I wouldn't mind going against the Celtics in the first round. Because I don't feel like, listen, as much as I like the Celtics and what they accomplished this season, I don't think the Celtics are even better than the Sixers in a 7-game series. That's just my honest opinion. Maybe I'm tripping, but I truly feel like this team can beat anybody in the Eastern Conference. But then again, let me change my mind what I just said. I don't care who we go against in the first round, honestly. Shout out to Aiden, shout out to Chris for real, shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you hit that like button when you come in the building, and also hit that subscribe button, because we are going live for the rest of the games of the season possibly, and we're going live for all the playoff games, because the Sixers will be in the playoffs. Now, Joel Embiid didn't look good last night. Yeah, he struggled. He struggled from the field. I'm not going to sit here and cap. Tyrese Maxey struggled. VJ Edgecombe didn't shoot the ball that many times. Shout out to Chris Verrill in the building. A few players struggled, but I will say this, man. Even with Joel Embiid struggling, we could have still won that game. What lost the game, of course, yes, in the fourth quarter, we couldn't score enough points, obviously, to win in that fourth quarter. But I think the biggest factor of us losing against the Heat last night was the fact that we couldn't rebound the ball. We couldn't rebound the ball. And I'm talking about defensive rebounds. I don't care about offensive rebounds like that. The defensive rebounds for me is more impactful than the offensive rebounds, because you are not allowing the other team to have second chance opportunities. When you constantly let them have a second chance opportunity and they score, they're going to it's going to catch up to you. Those second chance points are brutal, especially when you get to the playoffs. Joel rebounding is not good consistently. No, it's not. He's never been a good rebounder, though. He's never been known for like being one of the best rebounders. He's average rebounder for his size. For his size, he's average. Probably for his career, he's probably averaging like 9 rebounds a game. He's not really known for his rebounding. He's known for everything else. But he has to be better. He has to be better. Everybody has to be better on this team. My whole thing about the Sixers right now is the Sixers have to show up every single game. For these next 7 games, the Sixers have to show up. And I believe they will. And I believe they will get to the playoffs. Nobody can stop us but ourselves. I feel like we're good enough. Oh, gosh. Bee almost got on me. The bees are out, ladies and gentlemen. The bees are out. I don't know if you saw that giant bee on the left side of me. But yeah, there was a giant bee on the left side. Everybody got to step up. And I'm not going to sit here and cap. Joel Embiid got to be better with the boxing out, rebounding. He has to be better in the clutch moments. But for everything else that he does, bro, like it's like he's so good, man. He's so good, but I get it. That was not a good rebounding performance by him. I think he has 7 rebounds for the game, which is not the worst, but it's not good. You know what I mean? It's not good. When you're 7 foot, but I know a lot of 7-footers that can't rebound, but when you're 7 foot, you should be able to get 10 rebounds. That's just my opinion. I'm 6 foot tall. If I had another foot on me and I'm a 7-footer, listen, I'm going to get those rebounds, bro. Straight up. I'm going to make sure I get those rebounds. But we'll see what happens when it comes to rebounding category. Hello. Yeah. But rebounding is one of the biggest problems with the Sixers. Rebounding is definitely one of the biggest problems with the Sixers. They got the games where they look horrible at rebounding, and they have those games where they look amazing. So it's like, I guess it just depends on the night, man. It just depends on the night, to be honest with you. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, I feel like the Sixers will get to the playoffs. It's just what my thing is, how are they going to look for these next 7 games? How are the Sixers going to look? What did they learn from this L? Because sometimes losses can be dubs because you learn from your mistakes. Sometimes a loss isn't really a loss. And this is the second game, I think this whole entire season where VJ, Joel, Paul George, and Tyrese Maxey played on the same court together. So maybe they can learn from their mistakes and grow as a team, build that chemistry. Because the one thing about basketball, it don't matter how much talent you have if you don't have no chemistry. That goes for every sport. Baseball, football, every sport, bro. Offensive rebounds is just as important because you might need a second chance to score. Plus, offensive rebounds is a effort thing also. Yeah, but the reason why I say defensive rebounds are more important because that's what it hurts the Sixers. I'm talking about the Sixers specifically. The Sixers specifically suck at getting defensive rebounds. We gave up, I don't know how many points we gave up, but we gave up 16 offensive rebounds yesterday. That is horrible. Yes, offensive rebounds are important, but if you don't get defensive rebounds, I mean, you're playing 24 seconds. Once you play defense for 24 seconds and you don't get the defensive rebound, what does it matter? They're going to get another, 12 seconds or 12 seconds more? So defensive rebounds for me, for the Sixers specifically, is more important because we're not a good defensive rebounding team consistently. Offensive rebounds, it's just an added bonus to me. It's an added bonus, yes. Second chance points are great for the Sixers, but what sucks the most is if you play good defense for 24 seconds and you don't get that defensive rebound and they hit a 3 because you didn't box out and get a defensive rebound, then what? So what? We're just going to depend on offensive rebounds? Because it's harder to get the offensive rebound than to get the defensive rebound, in my honest opinion, for the Sixers especially. So defensive rebounds is part of playing defense. It's part of the whole defense, it's part of the defense. That's why it's called defensive rebound. If you don't get that defensive rebound and you let them get an offensive rebound and they mess around, bust a three a few times on you, so say they get 16, they got 16 offensive rebounds. So since they got 16 offensive rebounds, that's 16 extra possessions that they have to score on you. If you can half that 16 to 8, and you only allow them to have 8 chances, 8-second chances to score on you, that helps your team in so many ways. And then if you add in getting offensive rebounds plus you getting your defensive rebounds, it's a beautiful thing. You have a high chance of winning. In general, rebounding is probably it's not talked about enough when it comes. Well, I think for the Sixers we talk about it all the time, but rebounding is so key for the success of every team. Most of the time, the best rebounding team, I'm not saying they win all the time, because the other team could be very efficient offensively, and you can't even get a defensive rebound because they're destroying your defense. But if your defense is on point and they miss the shot and you don't box out and you don't get that rebound, man, it's gonna be a long night. I gotta look and see how many points they scored off those 16 offensive rebounds, but that's brutal, bro. That's brutal. They had 16 offensive rebounds. The Sixers, I think, had like 9 or 8. So it's terrible. So you not only get destroyed defense when it comes to defensive rebounds, you also get destroyed when it comes to offensive rebounds. So it's just a combination of both that just hurt this team. But you don't want to give a opponent too many second chance points, and then they mess around and you find out. You mess around and find out, and before you know it, those second chance points that they got during the whole 4 quarters of the game is an extra 20 points. You add in an extra 20 points because you didn't get no defensive rebounds. Defensive rebounds, I'm telling you, yes, offensive rebounds are good, but defensive rebounds can stop that offensive possession. That's the whole point of it. I care about offensive rebound. Yeah, I never said I didn't care about offensive rebound, but I feel like for the Sixers specifically, defensive rebounding is more important because we suck at it so bad. We got destroyed when it comes to defensive rebounding. Joel's scared to get hurt. That probably why he isn't good to rebound, because it's perfectly capable. Nah, I don't think he's scared. I think he is scared to get hurt. He gets hurt a lot. I think really what's going on with Joel is he just doesn't have that motor to go get the rebounds. I don't know, man. I couldn't even tell you why he's not a good rebounder like he probably could be. But sometimes he be looking like amazing rebounding. So it's like he'll have these games where he'll have like 12 plus rebounds, and then the next game he'll have 4 or 5 or maybe 7. So it's like he's just not consistent when it comes to rebounding. But you might be right. He might be scared to get hurt. If I was Joel Embiid, I ain't going to sit here and lie, bro. I'd be kind of scared to get hurt too, because in his whole career, Joel Embiid's been hurt so much, bro. He's been hurt so much. And it's a dang shame. It's a dang shame. Andre Drummond, yeah, he's a good rebounder, but he's not really good on defense like that. But he's all right. He's all right with defense, but he's not the best. But yeah, man, defensive rebounding for the Sixers is horrible. I don't know what it is, man. Listen, them second chance points add up, man. Those second chance points really add up on the Sixers. I just don't understand why we don't do the small things and box out. But then they'll have those games where they get every rebound. Like, it just depends, bro. The Sixers' biggest kryptonite besides injury is rebounding. And I don't understand why something that is so, like, it's one of the most important things in basketball is the rebound. especially back in the day, they had specific players that all the only responsibility that they had was to rebound the ball. Nowadays it's a little bit different, but I'm talking about way back in the day, their biggest responsibility was to rebound. That was it. That was it. Just the rebound. Just rebound. Just rebound, rebound. Your job is to rebound and give it to the point guard. Now it's just a little bit different, but of course the centers and the power forwards, they're the tallest, they're the biggest players on the court, so they have more responsibility to get those rebounds. But I know guards that can get rebounds at a high level, like Josh Hart. Josh Hart's one of the best. Was he small forward? He can play small forward. He can play shooting guard, and he can play guard. Josh Hart, he's a very good rebounder. I remember the one series when the Sixers, we played the Knicks. We played the Knicks. What year was that? I forgot what year. And I remember like Joel Embiid put like 50 points up on the Knicks, and we won that game. But Josh Hart led the whole series with he averaged like 12 and a half. He averaged like 12 or 13 rebounds a game. And Josh Hart he's no taller than 6'6". Josh Hart is no taller than 6'6". So I understand, yes, the centers and the power forwards, their main responsibility is to get rebounds when it comes to like boxing out and doing all that. But how does a point guard that's like 6'5", 6'4", able to average all those rebounds in a whole entire series? Embiid has been injured and struggling on offensive rebounds and box out the glass in crunch time. Yeah. Offensive rebounds, they're amazing, they're great, but I'm more concerned about these defensive rebounds at this point. Because we got to start somewhere. I want him to focus on getting these defensive rebounds, because the one thing about it is the opposing team that we go against, they always seem to have double-digit offensive rebounds. When you give up double-digit offensive rebounds, and I'm talking about 15, 16, 14, 20, like, listen, it's bad. Eventually, it's going to catch up to you, and they're going to end up scoring off of those second chance points. They're going to end up scoring 15 to 25 points. And those 25 points could cost you the game. Those 20 points can cost you the game. Those 15 points can cost you the game. Those extra 12 points can cost you a game, because you play defense for the full 24 seconds, you give up an offensive rebound, and then they bust a three in your face. And then they get a dunk on you. And then they get a layup on you or hit a midi on you. They get a bucket on you, and then you're looking like, Dad, we played great defense this whole entire 24 seconds, and they just still get, like, how many times have you watched the Sixers, right? And opposing team will shoot it, they'll brick it, right? They get the offensive rebound, they'll brick it again, and then they get another offensive rebound, and then they brick it again, and then they get another offensive rebound, and they finally score. That's why I say, for me, defensive rebound for the Sixers, yes, offensive rebounds are important. I'm not saying they're not important. But for the Sixers specifically, I think the responsibility should be higher on the defensive rebounding category than offensive rebounds, because if you can't defensive rebound, how you going to focus on offensive rebound? How you going to focus on offensive rebound when you can't even defensive rebound? You can't get defensive rebounds. And then you're giving up too many second chance points, and that's going to cost you in the playoffs. I'm telling y'all right now, defensive rebounding is going to cost you in the playoffs if you can't rebound. If you can't defensive rebound, you're going to get destroyed, especially against these top teams. Like, for instance, right? Let the Thunder have too many second chance opportunities. You're getting cooked. Let the Rockets have too many second chance opportunities. You're getting cooked. Let some of these teams like the Celtics or the Knicks, or sorry about the win, y'all, the Knicks, maybe even the Cavs, let them have too many second chance opportunities. You're going to get cooked. And this is the biggest thing, because if you can limit their offensive rebounds and you get the defensive rebound, I think the Sixers I feel like the Sixers are going to win easily. I don't want to say easily, but they're going to have a high chance of winning. Everybody that's in the building, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, double tap the screen, hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for mini Sixer games in the playoffs as well. We're going live for Western Conference games as well. This is one YouTube family, and I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. So even if you're not a Sixer fan, you're welcome to the YouTube family. We just talking that talk and walking that walk and having a good time. But make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. What's up, Nick? What's going on? I'm watching Atlanta Hawks and saying they're going to be a threat next few years to win. Atlanta Hawks, they're in front of us. The Atlanta Hawks got a good team. I think the Bull, what's his name? What's the Bull's name? Number one, I think his name, Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson. That's the reason why they let go. They let go Trae Young because of him. They wasn't going to let Trae Young go if they didn't find the guy that could replace him and be actually better. In my honest opinion, I say this respectfully. I like Trae Young. I think Trae Young is a very good player, but he ain't Jalen Johnson. The one thing about Jalen Johnson is he plays both ends of the court. The one thing about Jalen Johnson is, listen, he could also get you buckets at a high level, bro. He one of the best young players in the game right now. Coming from a Sixer fan perspective, the Hawks ain't no joke. That's why they're ahead of the Sixers right now in the standings. Not by a lot, but they're ahead of us, and that's why they beat us. I think they swept us this season. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to sit here and hate on the Hawks. I think they swept us. I think they honestly swept us, y'all. Mike, been a while. What's good, Nick? I'm surprised you're still carrying the around. I had to eat his face last night. I have to, bro. I got to rock with the team regardless, bro. Josh Hart effort is what you want on a basketball court. He not 6 foot, and he is 6 foot, but he ain't 6 foot. He not 6'10". He like 6'4", bro. He like 6'4", 6'3". He might be 6'3", but for his size, he is one of the best rebounders in the game, especially in the playoffs. Like I said, in the playoffs, he averaged like 12 rebounds. You don't get that unless you have effort, and it's just effort, bro. A high motor. And I agree. You want that on the basketball court. You know what I mean? Can give me rebounds and effort. Give me that guy. Because it's not all about height. It's not all about height. Yes, you have a advantage. You have the advantage if you are 6'10" and up. Yes, you have the advantage. But that doesn't mean you're going to get that rebound. Like I said, Josh Hart can track the ball down. He can box out. He's physical. He does the dirty work. I got a lot of respect for Josh Hart. I can't stand him at the same time. I can't stand going against him, but I say that in a respectful way because I think he's a heck of a player, and I would love to have that guy on the Sixers. I would love to have Josh Hart on the Sixers. Straight up. Straight up. What's up, pros? What's good? I do a deal with the Knicks for Josh Hart, for Andre Drummond, and picks if we had them. I'll do that. Listen, I don't know about how many picks you want, but I'll tell you one thing, I would give you a couple of picks, though, for Josh Hart. I ain't going to lie. All right, so you blame their defense on Nurse coaching. All right, so listen, when it comes to Nurse, yes, their defense, their perimeter defense at the end of the game, last night specifically, was absolutely horrible. I get it. What's the Bulls' name? Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero was cooking us, bro. He had like back-to-back threes. He was struggling from three. He made three threes out of like 10. So he wasn't shooting at a high percentage from three, but those back-to-back threes cost us the game. You know what cost us the game? Remember when we were up by 3, right? Remember when Tyrese hit the 3 and there was I think it was an offensive foul on Joel Embiid or something when he made the 3 and they challenged it and it wasn't a made 3? I think that's the moment that cost us the game as well. But getting back to what you're saying, Nick Nurse lineups at the end of the game, I feel like Nick Nurse should have put Joel Embiid back in the game when there was like 8 minutes left. I feel like Nick Nurse waited way too long to put Joel Embiid back in the game. And to give us a chance, you know, you always got to have your best player in the game in the crunch moments. 8 minutes in the fourth quarter is crunch moments, in my honest opinion, especially when it comes down to a game this is pretty much a playoff game. The Miami Heat needed to win. The Sixers needed to win. And the better team that night won because in the crunch moments, the Heat outplayed us. They outplayed us when it came to rebounding. They outplayed us when it came to making clutch shots. And that's just the honest truth. But yes, I feel like the defensive intensity kind of let up in that fourth quarter, mainly between it was like 6 minutes left in the game. It just kind of let up. Our defensive intensity wasn't like it should have been. Jalen Johnson, nice. Yeah, Jalen Johnson is nice, bro. Jalen, a constant triple double threat. He's a good player. I like Jalen Johnson. Definitely like Jalen Johnson. All I really see Nick Nurse do is argue with. Exactly. Can you say that again, Aiden, in the comments? If I could pin that comment, I would. I don't know how to pin the comment on this thing. But let me say this real quick, man. That's another thing. Are you coaching or are you complaining? Let me say that one more time. Let me ask that question to the chat. It looks like Nick Nurse is complaining, but not coaching. Because I wonder, what is he doing? Because, like I said, if there's 8 minutes left in the game, in a crucial game, why are you not putting Joel Embiid in the game? Why are you not trying to put the best player on your team? Listen, respectfully, I love Paul George. Respectfully, I love Tyrese Maxey. Respectfully, I love VJ Edgecombe. But at the end of the day, still to this day, there's not one player that's better than Joel Embiid on this team that plays both sides of the dang on basketball. So you're telling me you wait until 6 minutes left to put the guy in the game? Makes no sense. So the momentum is already on the Heats. They had the momentum already. Even though Joel Embiid came in, he was cooking at first, but there was some crucial plays down the stretch that wasn't good. He missed some crucial shots. I get it, but still, put him in the game with enough time to really make an impact. That last 8 minutes, he should have been in that game. That whole 8 minutes of the fourth quarter, and see what happens. Why wait so long? Why wait so long? Another thing I want to say is I love my guy VJ Edgecombe. I love my guy VJ Edgecombe, but I wish he would be more aggressive. I really do. I seen this guy score 30 points in the season plus multiple times this season. Just because Joel Embiid's on the floor, just because Paul George is on the floor, just because Tyrese Maxey is on the floor, does not mean you don't have to be aggressive. Drive to the rim and do what you do best, bro. You know, you're one of the fastest players on the court, the most athletic player on the court possibly. Drive to the lane, get them in foul trouble. I want to see you put up at least 15 shots a game. I want to see you put up at least 15 shots a game. He put up 8 shots in the whole entire game, bro. That's not enough, bro. If you're not putting up at least double digits in the game, that's a problem for me because you're too good. And we need you to do what you do best offensively as well as defense. Yes, I love his defense for the most part, even though Tyler Hero was kind of cooking him a little bit. But everybody was getting cooked by Tyler Hero yesterday. That's why he had 30 points. But my whole thing is VJ Edgecombe needs to be a little bit more aggressive. Team defense needs to be more clutch in the most important minutes of the game, and that's the fourth quarter. Let's just say the whole fourth quarter. What's up, Ben? What's everybody? What's going on? What's going on? Yes, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, everybody. Yes, everybody hit the like button if you haven't already. And also hit the subscribe button. We are going live we're most likely going live for every Sixer game for the rest of the regular season. And we're going live for the playoff games as well. We're also going to be going live for the Western Conference team, which I still haven't decided what team I'm going to do a play-by-play for in the West. It's going to be between these teams. It's going to be between the Thunder, the Nuggets, maybe the Spurs. Who else? I was thinking the Rockets, but I think I'm going to do either the Nuggets, Thunder, or the Spurs in the West. And then in the East, I'm going to do the Sixers. Unless the Sixers get knocked out, I'll do probably the Boston Celtics or somebody. Unless they get knocked out, I'll do the Knicks or whatever. It don't matter. But I definitely will cover a Western Conference team as well. But yes, shout out to everybody in the building. Nick Nurse going to mess around and get himself ejected. Yeah, he always complains, bro. Like, he always complains about everything. Coach, bro. Coach and call up a play. Coach and call up a play. Like, the one thing about it, right? You got to be, all right, okay, I get it. Complain sometimes, right? Tell the ref, hey, listen, that was a foul. Put it in their head and let them know, yo, you got to call that. Okay, but after a certain point of the game, you got to start worrying about what you got going on the court. You got to start going. We got 7 games left, Coach. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, we got seven games left. I feel like the Sixers are going to win at least 5 games. 5 of the last 7. If they win 5 of the last 7, they will be at least a play-in team. At least a play-in team. If they win all 7 games, they will be the 6th or 5th seed in the Eastern Conference. And if they win anything less than the 5 games, they're pushing it with a play-in and possibly out. I'm just going to keep it real. Because there's a lot of teams that's behind us, and they're like a half game or a game behind us. You're going to end up being pushed out. I'm just being honest. But if they can at least win 5 out of the last 7 games, they could possibly maybe get the 6th seed. Maybe. That's very hard to do because the Hawks, I don't know what they did yesterday. I know they won their last game, I believe. The Hawks look good, man. They're a good team. They're a better team than I expected them to be, especially because I didn't really know too much about Jalen Johnson like I know now. And the reason why I know about Jalen Johnson so much because when he plays the Sixers, he cooks us, man. He cooks us every time he plays us. So I'm like, oh, who is this young man? Guys cooks us all the time, bro. But we got 7 games left, and I'm hoping that we can get at least 5 and up. If we get 5 and up when it comes to wins, we have a chance to do something. But yeah, man, the Sixers are definitely in a situation where, they're in a situation that they shouldn't probably be in. But this is what happens when your stars are all hurt all season long, and now you're in the bottom of the seeding trying to fight for a playoff spot. And as much as I love the Sixers, this is just, they're going to have to show up. Every game is pretty much a playoff game. I think the next game is against the Wizards. We better not lose against the Wizards. Like, they're the worst team probably in the dang going NBA. But anything can happen. We can't just show up, we show up, we win. No, you got to play the Wizards. They're still a professional team. I don't care what their record is. Show up or don't make it to the playoffs. Point blank. Either show up or don't make it to the playoffs. Hawks got a hard remaining schedule, so I think you guys can do it. Yes, I don't know what their schedule looking like, but yeah, I hope they could lose. I hope they could lose. Hawks got Cleveland twice, Miami, and New York to end the year. Woo! Let's go. Yeah, I like that. Hey, listen, I like that. I like that a lot. We play against the Wolves, Pistons, Spurs, and after Washington. We also play. Who else we play? I'm not really. Listen, I like the Wolves. I like Ant-Man. They getting cooked. I think we're going to beat the Wolves. Is that in Philly? The Spurs are going to be tough. They both going to be tough. We got the Bucks too. I think we got the Bucks as well. Oh, we get the Rockets, Pacers, but oh my gosh, man, we got the Rockets too. Pacers should be a game that we could win. We should win. The Bucks could be tricky depending on if Giannis is playing or not or whatever's going on with that. Your Rockets, man, gosh, Lee, bro. Houston, you guys play Houston as well. Yup, kind of even schedule-wise with Hawks. Yes, that's what I'm saying, bruh. We don't got an easy schedule, bro. That's why it's kind of like show up or, either show up or just not be in the playoffs. Like, and I get it. Like, the teams that we go against, some of the teams that we go against, they got some dogs, man. Okay, hold on, y'all. Like some of the teams, like they go against. Oh, hopefully y'all can hear me good. But just like they got good talent, right? Like the Rockets and all the teams that we named, they gotta go against what we got too, man. They gotta go against Joel Embiid. They gotta go against Tyrese Maxey. They gotta go against VJ. They gotta go against PG. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens, man. They got to worry about what we got as well as we have to worry about what they got going on. I'm choosing my big four over anybody. It is what it is, man. It's the stretch run. This is what makes the NBA spectacular, and this is what makes this season spectacular because now ain't no, listen, every game is a must win from this point on. Every single game, bro. There's not one game that we don't have to win this. No, you have to win. If you look at the Eastern Conference standings, bro, the bottom, or I say the bottom 6 through 8, everybody's close, bro. Everybody's close within a 1.5 game distance. That's it. So you gotta win, bro. Like every game is a must win. So I'm gonna most likely be live for for the rest of this season, every regular season game for the Sixers. Gotta love it, bro. Yeah, bro. Pace is sneaky, man. I don't know. Yeah, kind of even schedule. Yeah, we can't. I hope we don't lose to the Pacers, man. You're right though. No game is given. No game is given, bro. I understand. Gotta love it, bro. You gotta love it. 76ers think the Wizards going to be a cakewalk. Exactly. And 76ers walk in there and think that they got it easy when they going to get. No, they can't. They gotta go in this, and that's a good point, Aiden. And that's a good point, Coach. Let me say this right now. You can't go into any game for the rest of the season as, oh, these guys are not good because of their record. You can't do that. You're going to mess around and get cooked. Or you're going to mess around, underestimate a team, and they're going to have the confidence and stay with you all the way into the fourth quarter. And anything can happen in the fourth quarter. Anything can happen in the fourth quarter. So they got to make a statement early on in the game. They can't wait until let's wait until the second half to really step it up against this team. No, you really got to play, bro. Every game is a must-win for the Sixers, bro. Straight up. Every game. Every game. Is Ant-Man still out for the Wolves? I don't know. Y'all could steal that one if so. I don't know if Ant-Man is out. That's a good question. I got to do my research on that. Bro. I'm in Detroit, so we're already good. I hope we get. Oh my gosh, man! I feel so bad for the Piston fans. So you're a Piston fan. I feel so bad for the Pistons, man, because I look at it. This is the best the Pistons been since when they had Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace, Prince, Billups, Richard Hamilton. This is the best team they had since then, bro. And it's a dang shame that their best player got hurt when he got hurt, bro. It's a dang shame, and I hope he comes back. And it's not just about coming back. It's about coming back and being the same Cade Cunningham that he was prior to the injury. It sucks, man, because he's a superstar. I look at Cade Cunningham as a superstar, hands down. People might not agree. Listen, that's just my opinion. That man's a superstar in my eyes. I liked him in the draft. I always liked him. I always thought he had talent. It just took a couple years for him to get to where he's at, but he's one of the best players in the NBA, hands down. You know what I mean? Can score any way he wants to score, do whatever he wants to do when he wants to do it. He plays defense as well. Because I always give the credit to the players that plays defense and offense. Like, I'm not taking nothing away from players that just play offense. I mean, you got all-time greats like Luka. I think Luka is just, he don't really play that much defense, but he all right. He getting a little bit better. I don't know. I haven't been watching the Lakers, but Luka's not known for defense, right? But then when you compare like a player like, all right, when back in the day with like LeBron James in his prime, he played both ends. Or like even modern day right now, like Jaylen Brown plays both ends. Jason Tatum plays both ends. SGA plays both ends. I just like two ways. Even though the thing about Luka is he's such a great player, where I'm not saying it doesn't matter that he don't play defense at a high level or average level. It's just he plays he's just so great at offense, and he makes his teammates better. It don't even freaking matter almost because he's so good. 76ers, a good team, but make sure that we play our best. Let our guard down. Facts. What's up, Samuel? What's good with you? Everybody that's in the building, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for every single Philadelphia 76er game for the rest of the season. And also, ladies and gentlemen, we're going live for the playoffs for the NBA. And also, we're going live for Phillies games as well. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to Samuel. Pistons almost beat OKC yesterday. Prime example, no overlooks. Facts, no overlooks. Ant's back. He played yesterday. Okay. Collapsed lung is crazy. I know, bro. Like, how did that even happen, bro? That's crazy. Ant plays both. Ant plays both ends. I love two-way players, bro. Because you're a threat both sides, bro. Like, if you're a threat defensively and offensively, that's why I got so much love and respect for Michael Jordan. That's why I got so much respect for like players like Magic Johnson, like Scottie Pippen and them. Like all the two-way players that are great, man. I got so much respect for them, man. You know what I mean? Because it's not all about offense. Yes, scoring 50 points, scoring 40 points, all that's good. But if you're giving up 30 and 40 points, it kind of cancels out. You get what I'm saying? So if you score 40 points, but you let the player that you're supposed to guard man to man, and he scores 30, you only score 10 more points over him. So, hey, I mean, it's really not doing too much more. Yeah, you got more points, but it's not by that much. So it's like, that's why it's like if you could score 30 and you stop the player that, like, say for instance, I remember, like, for instance, D Wade, oh my gosh, that's another player. Like D Wade, he will not only put up 30, but he'll guard whoever is the best player possibly and shut him down or slow him down. Same with Kobe Bryant, RIP to Kobe. He'll put up 40, but he'll guard the best wing player on the other side, right? 1 through 4, probably 1 through 3. He'll guard them, no hesitation, and that's just what it is, bro. And that's why I have a lot of respect for players that can play both ends of the court. You know what I mean? I am worried about who's going to be on the court. Joel Embiid and Paul George might miss time and stretch. Hopefully, Nick. No, if they miss any more time, bro, it's a wrap. They can't miss any more time. Like, they can't miss any more time, bro. They can't miss. If they miss any more time, if the Sixers, if any of the big four, and I'm talking about VJ, I'm talking about PG, I'm talking about Joel Embiid, I'm talking about Tyrese Maxey. If any of them miss time, bro, it could be us not in the playoffs. That could literally be the result. The result of that can be us not making it to the playoffs. Coming soon, NFL draft. Oh yeah, April 23rd. Yes, I will be live on my other YouTube channel. I will be live on my other YouTube. Hold on, hold on real quick. Hey, Ada, I made you a mod, by the way. Cool. I got you, bro. I made you a mod, Cope. All right, so SGA is my MVP. He also plays defense. That's underrated about SGA. Oh my gosh. Yo, he's a very good defender. SGA is a very good defender. Jalen Williams, his Robin, because I feel like SGA is the Batman on that team. Oh yeah, Jalen Williams. Hey, listen, he plays defense too. Like the wing players that can play both. Just like I love centers and power forwards that do it all too, bro. If you can play defense and offense, it's just push you a notch above a player that just plays defense or a player that just plays offense. Like for instance, what's the bull? Like Bam. I like Bam a lot, bro. Like Bam is one of the best centers in the game. He's one of the best centers in the game, bro. Like Bam to me is a very good defender, and he can score as well. Like he does it all, bro. Like Bam, I wish people would put more respect on Bam's name. I know he scored 83 points, and people are like, oh, well, he did it a lot from the free throw line. Free throws are part of the game. I don't know why people be hating on free throws. Free throws been part of the game since the dang on back when Will Chamberlain was playing. Like the 3-pointers wasn't as important back in the day. So, all right, so if you take away the free throws, then you got to take away the 3-point line. Then you take away basketball. Like basketball, free throws are part of the game. If you foul somebody, you go to the free throw line. The 3-pointers, is just as important. That's like when people be trying to say, oh, Steph Curry, him shooting all them threes kind of messed up the game. No, I think it revolutionized. Is that revolutionized the game? Is that a word? I think the game is better because now you got centers that can shoot. Now you got power forwards that can shoot the three. But even before Steph Curry, you had centers shooting the three like Rasheed Wallace. Rasheed plays center and power forward. You had Dirk Nowitzki. Y'all know who Dirk Nowitzki is. One of the best players of all time. He was shooting the three, you know. But, like, it really started to be, like, a thing when, you know, there's a lot of all-time great three-point shooters, but I think Steph Curry put it on another level because he was shooting from the half court, bro. He the only player I know that he can shoot from the half court and you won't complain. Like, you won't complain because he knows he can make a shot. Like, say, for instance, if Joel Embiid took a half-court shot, I would complain. I'd be like, what are you doing, Joel? What are you doing? Why did you just take that half-court shot? Mike, name is second channel. Yeah, this channel that you're on is Mike Sports Vibes 2. My other channel was Mike Sports Vibes. SGA and only the best two players in the league. Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. I think Victor Wembanyama is on another level. I think he's definitely on another level. Also SGA. I have no complaints about SGA at all. He's one of the best. Reggie Miller can shoot threes. Yeah, Reggie. There's a lot of good three-point shooters. But nobody was shooting like Steph Curry from half court. There's not one player that in NBA history that was shooting half-court shots like Steph Curry was. Like Steph Curry is, actually. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. I truly appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button if y'all haven't already. Definitely hit that subscribe button. We definitely going live for most of these Sixer games, or probably all the Sixer games for the rest of the regular season. And especially in the playoffs, we're going to go live for the Sixers in the East. And then in the West, we're going to go live for one of the Western Conference teams. And then on top of that, we're also going to go live for Philly games as well. Phillies games. I'm so glad I missed that last Phillies game. Hey, what's up, A? I think, A, what was the final score of the Phillies? Was it like 10-2? Like 10-2 or something like that? They got beat down 10-2, I think, against the Nationals. I'm like, what in the world is going on with the Phillies? Yeah, Phillies, yeah. What up, brother? What's up, DFJ? Hey, yeah, man. I'm just talking and yapping about the Sixers, man. That was a tough L yesterday, but we on to the next one, man. And we got 7 games left. If the Sixers could win 5 out of the last 7 games, we will be in the playoffs, man. Anything better than 5, we definitely make it in the playoffs. We might be the 5th seed or the 6th seed. Somebody gonna lose. Is the Hawks gonna keep it up? Is the Raptors gonna keep it up? That's ahead of us. But we cannot lose that many more games. We can't, because I think so the Heat I don't know how many games the Heat are behind us. But it's such a close race, man. It's such a close race. We have to win. Every game from this point on, no matter who the opponent is pretty much a playoff game. We got to literally win like every game. We got to literally lose like every game. Win, I mean. 13-2. Oh my gosh, bro. We lost 13-2 to the Nationals? We better not lose to the Wizards. You know what, though? I'm not underestimating the Wizards, though. Listen, bro. Right now, during the end of the season, every team, the teams that are like low in the standings, the worst teams, all the players are trying to fight for their jobs for next season, bro. They trying to show off and be like, yo, coach, keep me on the team, bro. So they going to bring their A game. Whether it works or not, they going to bring their A game because they trying to fight for, a spot on a roster next year. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the fringe players that could possibly be out of the NBA or just making it on the team. They gonna fight, bro. They gonna really try. They gonna bring their A game. I'm not sleeping on the Wizards. The Sixers cannot play down to their competition. Like I said, every game from this point on is a playoff game. We have to bring our A game. Like, I don't care if we up by 20. In the third quarter, we better not let up. Like, keep the foot on the gas. The third quarter is we suck. If we do not play good in the third, and I don't know why, I don't understand it. It honestly just doesn't make any sense to me why the third quarters we just look so horrible. And I think my bull had a good point. My bull had a good point where he was like, all right, it got to be coaching. But I don't blame it all on coaching, though. I blame the players as well. Y'all know y'all suck in the third quarter. Y'all got to play better than that. Y'all can't go every dang on third quarter. Y'all, listen, yesterday's game, bro, I feel like if it wasn't for the third quarter, we would have won that dang on game. Yes, the third quarter, we came back in the third quarter. We went on like a 10-0 run. But at one point in the third quarter, it was 16-4, bro. It was 16-4 in the third quarter. I'm like, what the heck do y'all do at halftime? Do y'all go to the club, sip on coladas, and then come back to the game and then be like, oh, I'm ready to play basketball? And then you guys got to ramp up. And then by the end of the third, y'all start ramping up and y'all good for the fourth quarter? Because my goodness, every third quarter, the Sixers are getting cooked. It don't matter who we go against. It could be the worst team in the NBA. We're getting cooked in the third quarter. So we have to do better in the third quarters. I don't understand it, bro. We need some adjustments to be made. I don't know, man. Listen, throw the ball down low to Joel Embiid 5 straight times and get somebody in foul trouble. Just do something simple like that. And if they double team him, he's going to throw out the double team and there's a wide open three or a wide open shot. But my goodness, these third quarters are so brutal to watch. I don't understand how we're so horrible. Nothing makes sense to me on why the Sixers are so horrible in the third quarter. Sixers have some tough games coming up. Facts, bro. Facts. Game and a half, I think. Yeah. A game and a half. That's what I'm saying. We better not. Yeah. We listen, bro. We got every single game is a must win, bro. Like, we can't lose any. Listen, we can't lose games right now. Every game is a playoff game. Like, literally every game is a playoff game. So we got to really bring our A game every single game. And I just hope, why do I have this feeling? Say we go against the Wizards, right? I think it's the next game. Say we beating them by 20 points at halftime. I got a bad feeling, bro. I got a bad feeling. The third quarter comes along, and somehow, some way, the Wizards battle back, and we're in a fight in the fourth quarter with the dang on Wizards. And don't get it twisted. The Wizards got some talented players. The Wizards got some players, bro. Sixers have some. I read that. Julian Reed's gonna get like 20 rebounds if he starts against the City. Man, bro, we gotta box out, bro. We gotta box out. Oh, you on the Wizards? Yeah. And then like, what's his name? Trey Johnson. I like Trey Johnson as well. NBA game tonight. I don't know. The Sixers don't play tonight. I don't think the Sixers play tonight. Embiid had 26 points on 25 shots. That's not like Embiid. Yeah, he was struggling from the field, bro. The one thing about Joel Embiid for me, I love Joel Embiid as a player. Like, I think he's one of the best in the game, especially when he's healthy. My only thing is this. I really wish he would try to post up more. I know, I get it. It's modern day basketball. I know he's probably one of the one centers that actually do post up a lot more than a lot of other centers. But I just know how dominant he is, bro. You see how he was beast moding Bam? You know how strong Bam is? You know how great of a defender Bam is? He was backing down Bam like he was a little kid, bro. He was backing down Bam like he wasn't even there. And got an easy bucket over on him, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, why can't we just do that more often, bro? Get Bam in foul trouble, post up Joel a little bit more, and go from there. Go to that old school basketball, bro. Like, we don't gotta be shooting all these threes. Like, it was one point in the game where the Sixers just kept them chucking up threes, and they was bricking for chicken, bro. They was bricking for chicken from like the whole first half, a lot of the third quarter. Oh my gosh, the third quarter was horrible, bro. They was bricking for chicken from three. I don't know what the Sixers was thinking in the third quarter, and they kept on chucking up threes. I'm like, bro, just get a midi. Just get a jump shot. Just get a layup. Get them in foul trouble. Get a free throw. Y'all don't have to score threes all the dang on time. Because at that point in the game, the Heat was making all their threes, bro. The Heat was hot from three at one point. It started to calm down, but the Sixers was like trying to do a three-point contest with these guys. Bro, you got the best center in the game, debatably, or one of the best players in the game, right? Throw him the ball down low. Joel Embiid, listen, bro, I love you, bro. But listen, I get you setting those screens at the three-point line. Hey, listen, go in the post, bro. Go in the post a couple of times in a row. Destroy somebody, get them in foul trouble, go to the free throw line. One thing about Joel Embiid is he has to, last game specifically against the Heat, he was going for the call but not to make the bucket. Like, he'll put up a shot and he'll put his arm out like, where's the foul? Hey, listen, bro, they're not going to call everything. This is a playoff game pretty much. In the playoffs, they don't call everything. They let them play yesterday, and I'm happy that they did. So Joel Embiid, you're going to have to make them call. You're going to have to make them call a foul. Wizards have a sneaky good roster. Yeah, bro. Facts. Tomorrow night. Yep, and I will be live tomorrow. I'm trying to think what's going on tomorrow. So tomorrow, my son has soccer practice tonight. Yeah, so I can do tomorrow. VJ got to use third to be aggressive if the rest of the yes, VJ got to shoot at least 10 to 15 times a game, bro. He shot the ball 8 times. That's not good enough. Wizards have his, yep, I read that. Why did Nurse keep PG out of the game until, bro, I don't know, man. Nurse be on some bull crap sometimes, bro. Just like he kept Joel Embiid out the game. It was like 6 minutes and some change left, I believe. Why would you put him in then? You should have had Joel Embiid in the game when there was 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. This is crunch time. Why are you not putting your best player in the game? What are you doing? You'd rather have Adem Bona in the game? Respectfully, Adem was playing great. Sorry about the win, y'all. Adem Bona was playing great. I'm not even going to sit here and hate. But at the end of the day, bro, he ain't no Joel Embiid. Cavs Lakers is tonight. Oh, that's going to be a good game. Knicks versus Rockets. Raptors versus Pistons. That's going to be good. I think Raptors going to win that game, though, against the Pistons. Knicks versus Rockets. I hope the Rockets win. The way Maxey and VJ attack the rim, they have no reason to spam. Yo, bro, I don't mind them shooting threes if you're making them. But if you're bricking, all right, let's keep it real. What's the definition of insanity, right? Keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result. You just keep doing it. You keep chucking up threes. If you're missing and you're bricking for chicken from 3 and you shoot 13 threes and you only make 2, why are you still chucking up threes? Why? Does it make any sense? No, it doesn't make any sense, bro. At all. At all. Especially if you're not making them. Yeah, every game is a playoff game. Yes. Yeah. Definitely, bro. I'm glad you... Oh, that's what's up, bro. Yeah, I'm about to get off this live stream, man. Hold on, you said my interview was scheduled, so... Man, good luck on your interview, bro, and hope the best for you, man. Be confident, keep your swag up. Look them in the eye, you know what I mean? Look them in the eyes and show them, hey, listen, I'm confident. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shooters shoot, man. But listen, bro, when you're bricking that much, man, you got to change it up, man. Like I said on the live stream, in baseball, right? What happens? You throw the four-seamer fastball, right? It's going 99 miles per hour, right? And then you throw the change up, right? It's pretty much like a fastball, but it's so much smaller. I mean, so much slower, It's so much slower. It's like you take off probably 20 miles per hour off of that throw. So we need to change it up a little bit. We need to change it up. We can't be going, throwing the fastball, and the dang on fastball is not in the strike zone. It's kind of like you throwing up a whole bunch of threes, and the three's not going in the bucket. It's not going in the net. So it's like, bro, you need to change it up. Shoot a couple of middies, get a couple easy baskets, and maybe you might get the rhythm back to shoot the 3. But if you're just chucking up threes and you're bricking, you get a brick. Everybody just bricking from 3 all game. Y'all got to get some easier baskets, and then that might open up. It might open up the ocean, and then you might not miss no shots from 3. But you got to change it up, man. I would have loved to see VJ Edgecombe be a little bit more aggressive, though. I would have loved to see VJ Edgecombe be a lot more aggressive. What's up, Tom, in the building? Thanks, bro. Oh, no problem, bro. No problem, bro. I'm out by everyone. Y'all see. All right, bro. Be easy, bro. Mike, the person who had a great fastball, curveball, changeup was Pedro Martinez. Yeah, oh heck yeah. You know my favorite. You know my favorite changeup out of all the pitchers I have seen pitched. It has to be Cole Hamels for me, bro. I think Cole Hamels, that man, that changeup that Cole Hamels had, bro, was different, bro. Cole Hamels had a different type of changeup, bro. My favorite pitcher probably is Cole Hamels or RIP Roy Halladay. Roy Halladay probably. I like the Roy Halladay. I just love the way he carried himself. It seemed like he always had a good game. I never seen Roy Halladay just have a bad game. There's a couple other pitchers too, and Jamie Moyer. Jamie Moyer was one of my favorite pitchers too. I always went for him because like everybody's, oh, he's so old. I don't care how old he is. If he can still pitch, then he can still pitch, bro. It is what it is. Weather say, I'm trying to look in the comments. Yes, his was nasty. Facts, bro. Facts. But all right, y'all, I'm going to let y'all go. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Hit the like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. And I'm out. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Sixers.